too much this. Don't do this. It's not good for your hair. You're asking for the heat damage. You're asking for breakage from mechanical damage. I'm going to show you how to blow dry your hair without causing breakage. A lot of you guys have been showing me your blow drying routine, and it's really bad, and it's probably why you guys can't retain length, because your blow drying routine is terrible. So I'm here to fix it. First of all, please stop using the comb attachment. Use this attachment. This attachment is good. You just need to be careful because it gets hot. The reason why this one is better than the comb attachment is because we're able to direct the heat. We're able to direct it in the direction that the hair is going. So you see, this section is going down. You can blow dry it going down, and this actually smooths the cuticle. It closes the cuticle, meaning your hair will be smoother, shinier. If there's a section and it's going downwards and you're blow drying it upwards, right, you're actually opening the cuticle up. Second, I actually don't use the brush too much when I'm blow drying. What you can do is a tension method, and in the tension method, you pull the section, hold the blow dry like this, and you can see it's actually blow dried the section without you having to use a comb. Just make sure your hair is detangled before doing this, obviously. The other thing that I would say is I personally wouldn't blow dry hair completely dry. I would at least spray a bit of water, because water actually disrupts the hydrogen bonds in your hair and it allows it to be a little bit more malleable. So when you blow dry, it will actually be smoother and silkier because your hair is in a state where it can be formed. Lastly, if you're blow drying your hair and you see short sections of your hair on the floor, it's breakage and your ends are breaking off, and you need to change the way that you're blow drying your hair so that you can retain length. Comment down below what class you want me to do next, and follow me for more tips.
Black women, please, in 2025, stop going around with the notion that you cannot grow long, beautiful, healthy, luscious hair. I have been gatekeeping this for the longest, but today is the day that I share. You need rice water and onion juice, mix them together, and then use it as a rinse on your hair. Also, don't forget to deep condition. Now, this is basically for people who have receding hairline, front hair baldness, you have patches on your hair, you want to grow out your hair, it's thinning, you want it to be fuller and longer. I'm telling you, this works like magic. To make it, first off, wash the rice, add some water, seal it, and put it in a dark cupboard for a couple of hours. This will help the rice to ferment. Then for your onions, you just need to grate a couple of onions. I usually would use the red one, and I use only one. The rice water stinks, you guys, but let's be honest, if it doesn't smell, does it actually work? This is how I use it in my routine. I pre-poo, I shampoo, then I do the rinse and deep condition after, then moisturize. This is very important. Okay, love you, bye.
Never wanna lose me. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. Tell
Baby, down, vacu, we never put your bahaku.
so many days you hid the truth, praying for that moment and someone to believe in you.
If your natural hair is 30 inches long, then the ends of your hair have been with you for around 5 years. So depending on how well you guys treat your hair now will depend on whether you have ends that are strong and stick around for years or ends that break off. If your ends are weak and they're breaking off, it's because you haven't been treating your hair well consistently for a long time, and so at a certain length your ends can't take it anymore and they break off, they snap off, and you stay stuck at the same hair length. So have this in mind when you're treating your hair. Depending on how well you treated your hair up here depends on how strong your hair is going to be when it grows further down and further down. Treat your hair today like you want it to last years.
And the moon bright, the night
Yeah, baby, you did this one.
Damn. Yeah, you did that. Bad bitch Monday night.
How to go from undefined type 4 hair to defined type 4 hair in 3 easy steps. Step 1, water. A lot of water is needed for good definition. Step 2 is a stronghold gel, a generous amount but smooth it over your hair. And step 3, mousse. Gently rake it through your hair to seal the gel in. Repeat these 3 steps across your whole head to get your type 4 hair defined.
I'm spending all this time. You don't even know. You don't even know me. Yes, I'm hanging. Girl, you with me, baby. Cause maybe close to sitting close enough. Maybe my passion just ain't enough. I can feel it. Can I call you Rose? Cause you're sweet like the flower in bloom.
Ooh, I kill him like Tyrio. Where the milk? I'm about to make cereal. What you about to eat? Honey Nut Cheerio. Like, bro, where the cereal? Alright, first you gotta grab a bowl. Grab the milk, make sure it ain't old. I see a op, so I grab. Oh, hold on, I'm tripping my phone. I got. Put the cereal, then the milk. Lean over the bowl, then you tilt. Fuck, that shit spilt. We ain't worry about that, clean it up. Alright, look, grab your spoon. Wash it off, it's dusty like a broom. You can eat cereal at night, in the morning, in the afternoon.
I'm a ghost and you know this. That's why we broke up in the first place. Cause I want you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. I wanted you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak.
Bottle keep popping that water bad whole jacket. Yeah, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
A lot of black girls with natural hair want to know the secret to growing long, thick, healthy hair. And I'm just here to tell y'all that I found the secret. I literally cracked the code, and I'm about to put y'all on. First of all, if you are not giving your hair adequate amounts of water, you're already behind, and I'm gonna need you to get on your Zoom. I don't know if you ever heard this before, but our hair is literally like a plant, and it needs water to grow and thrive and survive. You need to be giving your hair an adequate amount of hydration in order for it to do what you want for it to do. When your hair is dry, it needs water, not oil. water. And another thing is honestly just to leave it alone. Like, you don't need to be doing too much in order for your hair to be good. I just wash my hair once a week, twist it up, and then repeat from week to week. When I was leaving my hair alone, that's when I saw it growing the most it's ever grown. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I do think that genetics does play a slight role, but I also believe that anybody can grow long hair. Then I would definitely say that you need like a routine, a solid routine that you could stick to, that you could do like once a week. Like I was saying before, mine is pretty simple. I literally just wash my hair and then I twist it up, and that's it. I literally try not to make it more complicated than it needs to be. And a lot of people ask me, what do I put in my hair to make it grow? I don't put anything in my hair to make it grow. I don't think products really matter that much. Your hair is literally gonna grow regardless. I would just find something that your hair likes and stick with that. I've been using the same products in my hair on rotation for the last like 3-4 years. And that doesn't mean that I don't try new things, but it's definitely not that often. So let's do a little recap. You need to give your hair water. You need to leave your hair alone for the most part. Maybe genetics play a little tiny role, but at the end of the day, you need to have a simple but solid routine. I hope this helps.
Stick out the back of the truck, get feisty. Tied they fake like a Gucci man nigga went brr, and I made them icy.
I'm not a supermodel, I'm just girl. This girl, look at her face, she's so beautiful.
Do my curly hair routine with me while I tell you how to grow waist length hair. For credentials, I'm going to show you how long my hair is. It's really long, guys. And I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve this too. First tip is to oil your hair. I use the Camille Rose Rosemary Oil. Oiling your hair just keeps the length and prevents split ends. While also strengthening your hair so that you can keep it long. This on my ends. Before I've washed it, oil your scalp, massage it for about 5 minutes. It'll literally make your hair grow so long because it's stimulating the scalp. Next tip is to trim off your split ends. If you have split ends, they're just going to continue breaking up the shaft of hair and make it seem like it's not growing. Your hair could be growing, but it could just be breaking off right when it grows. And if you don't have split ends, you don't need to cut it. This one is important, but manipulate your hair less. For example, if you wash it, your wash and go, try to keep it in for as many days possible without touching it or styling it too much. Or maybe even do less slick backs because it could cause breakage. You want your hair to be able to retain its length. Next step is to deep condition your hair. Conditioning just keeps your hair really moisturized and again less subject to breakage. When it comes to growing your hair, length retention is one of the most important concepts. Since I wash my hair every 5 days I do a deep conditioning treatment. The next tip is that when you're detangling, go from the bottom up, because if I go from here, it literally is just ripping my hair out. Last tip I have for you is to do treatments like rice water or flaxseed gel. This can help boost the growth of your hair. It can help make it stronger. Keep in mind that genetics do play a big role in hair growth, but if you stay consistent with these tips, then you'll see a big difference. That's all the tips I have for you today. I hope you guys get your waist length curly hair 2025.
So I heard you want to grow your hair in 2025. No borax, no glue. And I'm going to tell you how to. I want to clear this before the video gets started. I am black. I am not mixed with anything. My hair porosity is high. I have 4A hair. I have had the same length of hair for years. It has always been thick. It has always been the same length for years until I actually started taking care of it and it started growing. I do not take any supplements or pills, and I only use pretty much one brand, but just one brand won't grow your hair alone. It starts with fucking consistency. We're gonna get straight to the point. You need to learn your hair porosity. There is high, low, and normal. If you have normal hair, you're perfect, you're good to go. Typically, just listen to what I'm gonna say. If you have high hair porosity, basically what this looks like is when you hop in the shower, your hair is immediately soaked, it's drenched, it's completely wet. When you hop out, it takes max like an hour for your whole head to dry with no product. Okay? When you have low hair porosity, you stand underneath the shower head and it takes forever for your hair to get wet. It's almost like the water is repelling against your hair. Like, what's going on? Then you hop out the shower when it's finally wet and it takes forever for your hair to dry. Like up to 7 to 8 hours. It is also really, really crucial to learn your hair porosity because If you do not learn this, you will be using products that probably work or work with your hair. And half the time, a lot of y'all are using products that work against your hair. For example, I was using humectants without even knowing for a long ass time with my high porosity hair. Now, some people, some articles do say to use humectants. However, I would use humectants during the winter. I live in Texas. All this comes into play. Where you live, your region, how humid it is, the weather, all this comes into play. I have high porosity hair. So if I use a humectant in my hair during the summer, my hair is going to frizz up and it's going to further damage my hair shaft. Trim your ends every 3 months. I cannot emphasize how important this part is. Y'all, I used to say 6 months, but then I changed my mind after what happened to me. Let me show y'all. This was my hair when I first straightened it. As y'all can see, it's giving very much see-through at the ends. You can see where there's a split here, that big ass gap, and here. Because I failed to cut it 6 months ago prior when I first saw the tiny splits, this is what it led to. You would think I'm gonna cut here and be fine, but no, that split is gonna go further up. So I had to cut. This was me after I cut off that line. Do y'all see how bad that split is? So I had to cut more. Still, I had to cut more. So don't be like me, big and can hardly breathe, okay? Listen to me when I tell y'all to trim y'all's fucking hair. Let go of that shit. Because look at the consequences I had to pay. Build a routine. When I say build a routine, I'm talking about a hair mask. You know when your hair feels dry, obviously. Everyone does. When it does, note that you do have to put moisture in it. For an example, there may be some times where I do a heat mask, where I put a mask in it and I get a heat cap and I put it on and I sit there and I let my hair actually marinate. Do I need to put my hair in natural little braids? Do I need to put it in natural little plaits? Y'all already know how I feel about protective hairstyles. They don't protect shit. So don't come over here asking me about box braids because they don't protect shit. That's why I only get them one time a year. And that one time a year, a lot of hair falls out. So just saying. You need to switch to silk scrunchies, silk pillowcases, a bonnet, and your tools need to be essential to doing your hair. I promise you it makes a hell of a difference because I've used combs that snag the fuck out of my hair, combs that just snap in half, combs that do not work for my hair. For an example, let me show y'all a few. For an example, these two combs I use on my hair religiously because they are hard, they are sturdy, they actually work, they don't snag my hair. If you are still using combs that have balls at the end and like really skinny roots, not like this, they have balls, you need to invest in a better hair comb. And that is pretty much it for my whole video. I hope these tips genuinely did help, and I hope y'all can grow y'all's hair in 2025.